Hello guys, in this video I'm going to explain you how you can use this mode dial in your Nikon DSLR. In Canon DSLR also you will get this similar kind of mode dial. So the main purpose of this mode dial is to set the camera in different modes. For example, when we put the camera into the auto mode, this green auto mode, it means that all the settings of the camera will be determined automatically by the camera itself. It will determine the aperture, then shutter speed, ISO. All these settings are determined automatically by the camera itself, depending upon what kind of situation you are trying to shoot the video or shoot the image. So if you do not know what the shutter speed, or if you are a beginner and you don't know much about the DSLR settings, you can put the camera in this auto mode and then take the photos or shoot the videos, because if you are not an experienced photographer, it will be very difficult for you to set the settings like shutter speed and aperture manually. So I will recommend you to put that camera in the auto mode when you are not sure about the settings. Camera will take care of all the settings. So that is when you can use this auto mode. Now let us say you want to learn along with, as you use this camera, then you can put the camera into the guide mode. In that, what happens is that it will give you all the information about this on the screen. For example, you can set up the camera, you can view the photographs, you can shoot the videos, and here you can select easy operation or advanced operation. In easy operation, it will give you different options which you can select. For example, if you want to take night portrait, you can select this setting. Then if you want to take portraits, you can take that setting. You can if you are like trying to take photographs of landscapes, you can use this setting. So that is how you can use the camera in the guide mode. In the guide mode, basically what happens is that you can get information, and it also displays on this display panel like information about what you are trying to do. Now next setting is this this one. So this is actually nothing but the auto mode without flash. In auto mode, what happens is that when there is a low exposure or the low light conditions, then that shutter this thing, that flash, is automatically turned on. So as you can see, as I press the shutters, then this auto flash is automatically opening. So that is what happens in this auto mode. But if you do not want that flash, then you can but still want to use the auto settings, then you can use this particular mode where this flash will not open. As you can see, I am trying to press this shutter halfway and still that flash is not opening. So that is pretty much similar as auto without flash. Then there are other settings or the modes in which you can put the camera. For example, this is portrait mode, we can say. This is landscape mode. This is kids mode, like if you want to take the pictures of kids, you can put that camera in that mode. Then this is for the sports. Then this is for the macro photographs. This is for the photography during night. So depending upon what situations you are in, you can put the camera in that mode, and then all the settings are automatically determined by the camera. You don't need to do anything. Now next is this M. Capital M means manual mode. What it means is that you have to set this shutter speed, then ISO, aperture, all the settings you have to do manually. So this is usually this mode is usually used by the professional photographers who know all the details like exposure, triangle, and depth of field, all the technical details. Then this is the A mode. A means aperture. A stands for the aperture. So in that, what happens is that you have to choose the aperture, and rest of the settings are determined by the camera. So right now this is camera is in the aperture mode, and to change the aperture you have to use this particular command dial. You can see that aperture is changing this f number. Right now it is f2.5. so as I am changing it, it is automatically changing that f number, and rest of the settings are automatically determined by the camera like shutter speed and ISO. So as you can see, as I'm rotating this particular command dial to the left, that aperture is changing, and so is the shutter speed as well. So that is how you can use this aperture mode. Then S mode is nothing but the shutter priority mode. In shutter priority mode, what happens is that you choose the shutter speed, and rest of the settings are determined by the camera. Like rest of the means ISO and the aperture. So you can see that right now the shutter speed is 1/30. You can see on the display, and as I am changing it, it is increasing. Or if you want to decrease, I can rotate this dial. So that is how you can use the camera in the shutter priority mode. In the programmed, P stands for programmed auto mode. In that, what happens is that it is similar to the auto, but in auto you cannot change the shutter speed or other settings. But in programmed auto, what happens is that camera will automatically determine the proper values for the aperture, shutter speed, etc. But additionally, you can also change it if you want. For example, if you want to change the shutter speed, you can change it like that. Like that, you can change the shutter speed. And if you want to change the aperture, you have to press this button, and when this button is pressed, you can move this command dial, and that's when that aperture changes. Make sure that this button is pressed while you are changing this command dial. So that's how you can use this programmed auto mode. I hope this video is useful to you. If it was, hit that like button and share this video with your friends. Also subscribe to my channel for more such videos.